Like lots of people, I'm stuck at home self-quarantining to stop the spread of the novel coronavirus, and since I can't get into a studio, I figured I'd do an experiment here at home. This powder is a common teaching aid that sticks to your skin and other surfaces, and it glows under UV light. You've probably seen it in a lot of other videos. It'll demonstrate what we normally can't see, the movement of viruses like this one. The coronavirus has a highly effective technique for jumping from person to person, surfaces, you name it. But it's also vulnerable to some pretty basic cleaning regimens. So let's see how easily it spreads and what you can do about it. The process that spreads the coronavirus starts in the lungs and the throat.
So they sort of follow the cell, and then your cell mistake it as something useful, and then they basically hijack the cell for the purpose of the spread of the virus.
Hong Zhao is a microbiologist at UCLA. He says basically the coronavirus enters a cell and multiplies, sometimes millions of times. All of those copies then spill out into patients' airways, and some of those copies end up in tiny droplets of fluid. Then when the patient coughs or sneezes, those droplets spray out onto tabletops and railings, bus seats, food, other people, you name it. And each droplet can carry a heavy load.
So you can do this calculation. You can see that it could easily fit thousands of virus particles each droplet. Of course, you only need one. You only need one virus to infect you.
One really big way to break the chain of transmission is hand washing. Let's say I've been out and about all day and I haven't been really careful about where my hands have been. I get home, I put my stuff away, I pet the dog, I relax. But you know what else I do a lot? I touch my face.
You seem to infect your cells either through your mouth, through your eyes, your nose. So that's why it's so important you don't touch your face.
So you should try touching your face less, but washing your hands makes those slip-ups less dangerous. You've heard the recommendation before, 20 seconds of thorough scrubbing with soap, because soap, it turns out, is a pretty magical substance. It contains detergent molecules that surround and pull apart fats, or lipids. And lipids are partly what coronavirus membranes are made of. So when detergent molecules meet a virus, they force its membrane open, tearing it apart and rendering it inactive. Experts also recommend cleaning frequently used surfaces. Early studies show that coronavirus can live on surfaces for days. So remember my getting home routine? Everything from my light switches to my door to my keyboard, my game controllers, even my dog glowed under the UV light. Luckily, plenty of bleaches and other household cleaners also destroy the virus particles in their own way. Just don't use those cleaners on your dog. To be clear, researchers still have a lot to learn about this virus, but what we just demonstrated are best practices for lots of diseases. So keep up to date on the news because we're going to be learning more and more each day.